cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. I'm from the bottom of the barrel, came apart it in the gravel. All black be my apparel, Glock 40 pointing at you. We storming niggas' castles, my niggas is going cashews. I like it, I take it, I ain't gotta fucking ask you. Terrorist mindset, deadly the thoughts, should've buried the nonsense. And pissing the corpse, you niggas small like the fine print. Fall in line and get pop quick, you forgot your reminder. Third pound we the livest, respect over everything. Cash come included, my clique get everything. Mash on the music, biz, it is what it is. These are the breaks, separate the real from the G's and the fakes. Cut the grass low, poison all the snakes. Stash the cash flow and let it roll till it breaks. Life only determined by success. And since I'm born blessed, ain't no doubt me and the team next. We coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
Never lose love like sleep, I be stretched out. Everybody on my line, so I stepped out. Mark Gatorade, stone face gripped up. Mouth split, Tony talking Tiger gear ripped up. Pound reppin', G checking freshman. Top hat pimped out like the West End. Musical, wise guy, no lie. Real heart, true eye for Avila. Nigga pick a side, killers never switch a side. Money or the power, push away, I feel aside. Dollar bill a day, still celebrating. Pop another bottle for every hater hating. Both hands, middle finger in the air. Shining on both so you see them shits clear. Playboy, ice grill, we ain't scared. And you can keep them ugly bitches over there.
Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
They don't wanna see me shine. Might go blind, and the blind can't leave the blind. Dropping gems on them, they don't pay no mind. Nope. It ain't worth throwing pearls and swine. Love that fast money, wanna stick something. But a slow million better than a quick 100. One line at a time, keep them hits coming. Uncut blow, take a whiff of it. It's a shame what they do for wealth. Wanna be Wayne, shoot yourself. Like December 31st, let off them choppers like it's January 1st. July 4th with them fireworks. Put that mask on, October 31st. You the best, guess we the worst. This is my world, Mr. Universe.
Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
Coming live in the back, imparting your disrespect. From the G's to the goon, little homies on deck. This is boom back like a terrorist threat. Keep it gully good, can't shame my rap. Spit a universal code, take game and bet. Call me pre-thinker, bring your gang and set. I'm a suicide king, never bang regret. From the bottom of the barrel like the game is fit. As long as I'm alive, too legit to quit. The hustle is the turn, trying to flip the script. Don't let the struggle burn, you gotta flick the switch. Third pound on the move, go lit.
Oh, what's going on? Salute. Welcome to Bangin' Aces live and direct sport commentary live with your host, Bang Usa, or Bang USA, whatever's easy for you to say. And we are back for the week 13 Monday Night Football conclusion. Season 4, episode 48, Giants versus Patriots. May the force be with you. Into the Dart side. That's Dart. Jaxson Dart returns to the fold. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get right, man, and talk to y'all directly, man. Let me get right and talk to y'all directly, man. Hold on. Let me get right and talk to y'all directly, man. Get right and talk to y'all directly, man. What's going on? Salute, 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 salute. Oh, wait, hold on. That light glaring. That is not going to help y'all out. And make sure I get this. Take that glare out of there for you. That's why I don't do this much. Because it be a lot sometimes. But I notice I get a better response from y'all when I put my camera active. Y'all don't like to just hear my voice like a radio show. Y'all want to see who talking to y'all. So with that said, I'm your host, Bang. So this is Banging Aces Live and Direct or BALDSC sports commentary. And this is Monday Night Football, Giants versus Patriots. May the force be with you. Enter the dark side game. Drake Maye VP versus Jaxson Dart, the primetime Death Star game. Can Jaxson Dart be the Death Star to the Patriots season? They currently in the number 1 seed. Been with 10 wins, first team to 10 wins. The AFC North number 1 seed. Patriots roll into Monday Night Football like a fully rebuilt Death Star behind Drake Maye VP's breakout season, while the 2-10 Giants crawl into chaos energy, late game heartbreaks, and a rookie QB who refuses to go down or die, I should say. Pause. This is the dark side versus Maye, the Maye VP force. The next Brady versus Eli. Next Brady versus Eli. Or is it more like Danny Dimes or Danny Pennies? I remember you Giant fans being really excited for Danny Pennies. And Jaxson Dart has 2 wins in his, 6 starts. Rookie quarterback, lost all his weapons, so you can't really blame it on him. But what you can blame on him is his availability and his durability. Now, I got into an argument earlier today on the book or Meta, as G-Men fans believe that Jaxson Dart is the second coming and better than Eli. I don't know how you can think that. But I remember y'all took what? Danny Dimes 8, right? And he was the man, right? He was the man. He had some promise in his first year, right? He could run the ball. He's so big. He's like Joshie Allen. That was in Dable's dreams. Dable couldn't even handle Joshie Allen. He had to get the hell out of there. You know what I mean? So now he comes here and then he wants his version of a Joshie Allen. He wants to do it for the second time. And he failed. Got Saquon Barkley hurt. Got Danny Dimes hurt. Got every receiver over there hurt. And he's doing it 2.0 again. And so he got his ass fired and out of here. The blueprint battle of the franchise rising versus the franchise trying to be reborn. And if they're going to take some notes from anybody, it would be from that guy right there. Drake Maye VP only won 4 games last year. And look at the difference in a season and one big-time head coach, Vrabel. To me, he's my coach of the year. Some people would say Ben Johnson. But to me, he's my coach of the year. He got to set in motion first. And they've been in motion, and they've been steady, consistent. And Drake Maye is going up every week, right? They're coming off the bye, and suddenly Ben Johnson's Bears is trying to catch up. They're at 9 wins, right? So to me, I would take Vrabel hands down. They don't even have a wide receiving core. Caleb Williams had every weapon in the world at his leisure. He has 2 big-time running backs. He has wide receivers at every position. He has 2 big-time tight ends. He has a line. He has a defense. He has everything. And it's been in place since last year. And this is not his 3rd year, it's his 2nd year. So get your facts right on it is what it is. It's his 2nd year. In his 1st year, he got his coach fired. And he had to double back. And they had to make sure he wasn't the next Jay Fields. As I was saying last year, his 1st season, Jay Fields' 1st season was better than Caleb Williams' 1st season. But that's on me. You know what I mean? Can the Giants finally finish a close game? I don't know. This is where we go back to Dart. Dart he shows he has a lot of passion. He has a lot of heart. He has a lot of football talent. Oh, my God. Special teams run back. Kickoff return for the Patriots. This is what I mean. It's all phases of the game. The Patriots, Brady got his team excelling at different phases of the game every week. Every week. They don't have a true number one. Not everybody going to say, oh, they got Stephon Diggs. Look at Steph Diggs' numbers this year. He just come back from the ACL. He's a great wide receiver, but he's working his way back, and he doesn't have number one numbers, and he wasn't catching the ball heavily from Drake Maye has been pushing that ball to the tight end, to Booty, or Pause, or Steph Diggs. You take your pick. Travion Henderson. Like, you take your pick. Every week there's a new facet of this team revealing itself, and that's why I got Brady marked as Coach of the Year. But Jaxson Dart, very brave, good player. I believe he has 17 touchdowns on the season in 6 or 7 games. And that's remarkable. All cool. But he only won 2 games. So with all that chaos and all that, you understand? And yeah, he had his guys for the first 2 games. So he lost to the Saints, the measly ass Saints. And he had a big time fumble late in that game and trying to do too much. You know what I mean? You can get caught up with that. Danny DeVito was good. You understand what I'm saying? Like, or DeVito, that is a Patriot. He's ironically on a backup for the Patriots now. But he was decent for the Giants. So it's like, Dart is the new thing. He came in. He got swag. He has confidence. Or is it arrogance? I mean, I got to put that out there because they love to talk about the arrogance of these players, like, because they're confident and egotistical, like it's the first time they done seen this shit. Football is an egotistical sport. Coaches are egotistical. Players are egotistical. Superstars are egotistical. And you may have to be this type of player, right? And I watch commercial media have a hard time accepting it from certain players, and mostly black players, right? So, I ask you, is he arrogant or is he confident? But even with that, being arrogant and confident, he doesn't know how to slide as a quarterback. And Josh Allen doesn't know how to slide. But Jaxson Dart is not as big as Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is crazy. You know what I mean? He's going to get hurt. But he is 6'6", right? Almost 250 pounds. Like, he's way bigger than Jaxson Dart ever is. Jaxson Dart way smaller. Good quarterback, but he's already proven. Dable was running him like Danny Dimes, like his name is Danny Dimes, who got hurt with a knee problem because of the high running quarterback run designs. Jaxson Dart was taking 10 or more a game. 10 or more a game. Yeah. Oh, that means that's the type of player he is. Yeah, that's not quarterbacking. That's not quarterbacking. He's not Lamar. So y'all got to cut it out. He's not running out of bounds. He's running right into players, throwing his shoulder down until he got exploded. And I believe he had a concussion the first time, and Dable rushed him out the blue tent. You know what I mean? I believe he got fined for that 2 weeks later because the next week he had another concussion or was on the line of having a concussion. And then in the third week, after the fine, he caught a real concussion. You know why? Because his brain was being rattled around for 3 weeks in a row. 10 or more rushes. 10 or more rushes. Like, dude, you got a running back. You got a dual running system over there. Let them run the ball for you. And you concentrate on making your passing routes. Could you imagine if the Gravitas did that? Or maybe that's what they want the Gravitas to do. You know what I mean? I don't know. And Jaxson Dart survived the Patriots defense and his own durability question. He was hurt and kept out for 3 weeks. I wonder why. Because they had to be careful because they know they overdid it. They know. They know. They fired a coach for it. Cam Scatterboo, destroyed. Neighbors, destroyed. Now, this is supposed to be your trio of superstars. They all got hurt this year. And now Jaxson Dart makes his way back, and people were saying, I was saying maybe shelf him for the rest of the year, let Jameis do his thing. They're out of playoff contention. But I guess you want to know what you have in Jaxson Dart officially, and can he really win games? I don't know what the weapons you have, but you can make it happen. Wan'Dale Robinson, they played close game with Winston the last 2 weeks, but they keep losing games late. I won't blame that on offense. I'll blame it all on defense. As Jaxson Dart runs the ball, gets pushed out of bounds, and everybody fighting, everybody pushing him, trying to protect Dart. Whistle's going crazy. As I talk about it, he runs to the side and takes off again. That's telling me that he lacks the reading. He lacks reading at quarterbacking. That's what that tells me. His first instinct is to run. This is not college. They're gonna break you. They're gonna break you. You too small. Number 6. Oh, and that should be a flag. He got blasted out of bounds. Now, didn't I just say he's gonna get blasted in the NFL? He gets blasted out of bounds. It's illegal. Yeah. Don't try to tiptoe on the sideline. They're going to blast you out of here, bro. That's not smart. This is not college. This is not college. You won't get a targeting call in here unless it's that blatant. But you are good game if you're running the ball, trying to tiptoe on the sideline. Get the hell out of here. Like, you better pay attention, brother. And this is what I mean. It's his instinct to do. That's what he did in college. And that's how he weakens a defense. But as you get closer to the end of the season in these cold games, yeah, you're going to stay in bounds. How the league going to protect that quarterback? If you're going to try to tiptoe the sideline and get every little down, the defender is right there. Just step out of bounds, bro. You're going to tiptoe on the side, I'm going to blast you. So now you can't slide and you don't want to run out of bounds. Now they just blasting. I'm sure his shit ringing right now. In the shotgun. 3rd and 16. Incomplete pass as Theo Johnson gets smoked in the middle of the field. So this is what I'm telling you. You play the better defenses, and now they have tape on you. So they take your first read away and then try to and keep a spy on you and dare you to run. And you want to lower your shoulder, lower your helmet. They're gonna keep putting it on you. See what happened to Tua, right? Like, that's my question. Is Jaxson Dart durable enough? He has a serious durability question. I love the way his heart and soul of the game of football. Ooh, Another return. It's a 10-0 game early in the first quarter. It's 3:38 left in the first quarter, and it's a 10-0 game already. Patriots are up. They got an early lead. Giants are playing from behind, and oh my God, what did I do today? I'm playing dart. I don't know why I'm playing dart. Oh my God, what did I do today? I do not know. All right. So yeah, plus we hit the BALDSC Universal Rundown from Thanksgiving week. Broncos make NFL history last night with 9 straight comeback wins. Bo Nix hits the 20-win milestone in 2 seasons. First one to do it out of that draft. Shedeur Sanders' second start in Cleveland. The chaos and the narrative set in by the commercial media. I see y'all. Y'all so fucking cute. Oh, y'all so fucking cute and so wrong. You know what I mean? But no excuses for Shedeur. We will keep it critical on him today. But that, the gravitas is my guy. And I think he had a good week. Second game start. He did lose the game. But I think it was because of abysmal play calling. Taking the quarterback out in the red zone and all of that. They're being consistent with that. But this time, instead of giving it to their running back, they gave it to their tight end and he fumbled. And then in a punt return, fumbled. In the red zone, easy touchdowns for San Fran, and they lose the game off of that. Plain and simple. They lose the game off of that. Shedeur missed some shots yesterday. Him and Judy having some words on the sideline. Dylan Gabriel feeling all funky, getting the return of the feeling that was put out against Shedeur at the beginning of the season. Shedeur handled it so gracefully and respectfully. Shedeur fans may have not, but Shedeur did. And but Dylan Gabriel and his wife, fiance, and his family, they not handling it gracefully, right? They're making all kind of things. They're leaking out that everybody wants to start Gabriel, but they're being forced to play Shedeur. I don't know how true that is. That's allegedly. Josh Allen becomes the all-time rushing TD king, surpassing Cam Newton. That's big. Josh Allen winning a big game this week against the Steelers. Steelers couldn't do nothing with his hurt offensive line. They ran the same play over and over and over, and they couldn't stop Cookie Monster from doing the counter play up the middle. That was shameful to watch from the Steelers. Texas heating up with Stroud back. They got some offense to that devious defensive team, and I'm telling you, they've been number 1 D all year. They've been consistent all year, and they ain't going nowhere. They are healthy on the defensive side of the ball. They ain't going nowhere. CJ Stroud can just game manage. They're going to win in that division. And let me tell y'all, I told y'all last week, the Colts are capped at 8 wins. Now, everybody going to say, oh, but Johnny T is having a remarkable... No, they're capped. Because everybody know, stop Johnny T. Load the box. Stop Johnny T. Let Danny Dimes prove he can beat you. He's not done it yet in any season. Now, he's having a remarkable season this year throwing the ball. But when you take the Johnny T effect away, how effective will he be? And he hasn't been effective in the last 2 weeks. All right? He's had some good throwing games, but he's also playing with a broken fibula or fractured fibula and all of that, right? So, Jaguars on fire. They take over the division. Colts are in second place. Texans a game behind them. And guess who has to play the Texans? Guess who has to play the Jags? So I just think that they're capped at 8 wins. And it's going to be a sad thing to watch these next 5 weeks. Maybe they get one more win. I give them 9 wins. Maybe. Because they got to go through 2 divisional games, and those teams is playing just as good as the Colts are. You know what I mean? They're not having a guy going for an MVP season, but that even tells me they're even more structured better as an all-around team, right? Steelers fans, turn on Tomlin. The steel curtain turns on Tomlin, and they deserve to. They've been nothing but a force of mediocrity for the last 16 years. They haven't been. They was in the playoffs last year, but they backed into the playoffs. 5 straight losses. They're losing 4 or 5 straight losses right now. They started hot, but last year they started hot. Those early week games, them early season games, when teams are flailing, they come in ready. At least their defense does. And Aaron Rodgers, they're the Snicker crew. They were down with the Snicker crew. And karma collapses, and it never fails. Right? So I think the Steelers fans are woke. They not sleeping anymore, Tomlin. And you don't like the woke, right? I know you like them to sleep. But, yeah, Snicker crew, karma. Remember, y'all was down with the Snicker crew and the good old boys, and you a black man. So we expected better from you. But we could snicker on. We could snicker on. Here goes. That's one thing about the cycle of life. It's 360. What you put out, come back. That is guaranteed. You don't want to be friendly. People won't be friendly to you. You don't want to be supportive. People won't support you. Like, you know what I mean? That's just how it goes. That's just how this life circle goes. If you breathe NFL drama, QBRs, chaos, energy, or smell of a franchise trying to resurrect itself, this episode is for you. Now, like, subscribe, and enter the dark side. This is BALDSC, hashtag for the fan, by the fan, NFL, Patriots, Giants, Drake Maye, Jaxson Dart, Monday Night Football, and Drake Maye VP is up 10-0, about to score again. If they didn't score already, let me check it. But yeah, man, that's where we at with it. We'll get into more details with that. I know I just been choking. Oh, they did score again. It's 17-0, and it's just the end of the first quarter, bro. There's 1 minute left in the first quarter. Drake Maye ain't playing with these fools. They got a kickoff return. They got a touchdown and a field goal. So that is crazy. 2 touchdowns, 14, quick first quarter, 17-0 game. And what is Jaxson Dart going to do with that? What could he do with that? Just tell me what you think he could do with that, bro. Let's look at first quarter stats. Drake Maye, 7'10", 78 yards and a touchdown. And Stephon Diggs is 1 for 1 with a 13-yard pass. What the heck is going on here? Monday Stevenson starts the game, 4 rushes for 28 yards. Travion Henderson gets 1. Tyron Tracy, all right. Fantasy fans, it's rough, man. I got Jaxson Dart starting, but maybe we shouldn't have did that, right? Only because I was so brave. Let's see if he can give me more than Shador, but it gave me this week. Cause Lamar ain't giving me nothing either. So, and Shador played up to par with Lamar, but they both played average games. They didn't even play like up to par for fantasy, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Like, let's see. Let's get some images up here. I gotta get the score up there. We gotta talk about the Bengals and Joe Burrow. This is what they really want y'all to believe. This is what they've been doing, man. This is what they've been doing. You killed the men, but not the idea. Brady and Eli, you know, Eli beat Brady twice in Super Bowls, and he's the only quarterback that he's lost to in Super Bowls. And now they got Drake Maye with Jaxson Dart. And I guess they trying to reference this is the future them, but we don't know that. We don't know that. And it's going to take a while before we can find that out. And but we do see some inspiration but I see inspiration with a lot of guys, right? So, I mean, Minnesota Vikings was 14-3 last year. Look at them now. Like, you know what I mean? With one bat, that cocky, I'm a quarterback whisperer. I'm sorry, bro. Rex Ryan said something, and I don't be agreeing with Rex, but he said something. Salute to Rex and get up and all that. But he said something earlier. He said, your boy was a yo-yo in college. He went up and down, up and down. I just started crying. Like, that shit was so funny. Doughboy Ego, what's going on? Nick Serene might be on his way out of Philly. Yeah, he might be. Salute to you, man. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, he might be, but he might not be. Come on, they on a repeat run. They lost some couple of games. This is what they do every year. They'll get it together. They'll get it together, and they'll be in the playoffs. And they still a major team to beat. They don't have the offensive line that they had last year by a few players. So hence why Barkley is not being as dominant as he was. And Jalen Hurts is affected by that weaker line as well. And so that's why he's not running as much. And that's why he's not getting the time to pass down the field to A.J. Brown. They didn't want to say that out loud and say they was bothered, but that's what it is. It's their line. But thank you for coming in, Doughboy Ego. I appreciate you. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and you're always welcome here, man. Kayshawn Boutte with that touchdown. Yeah. I got him playing. Let's get another one to him. Yeah. All right, Kayshawn Boutte with the touchdown. Fantasy fans, man. Fantasy fans, I don't know what to tell y'all tonight, boy. I let Jaxson Dart start for me. I don't know if I'm going to regret that or what, but I know I got some work to do. I got Tracy rocking. I got my kicker rocking. I got Travion Henderson and Jaxson Dart. He gotta give me at least an average game, 30 points or more. Like, you know what I mean? And we can get everything back from everybody else if he give me that at least. But yeah. So yesterday was the anniversary of the Odell Beckham one-handed grab over the bat. Give me that. Yeah. And my boy Trey Burks was laid out on the incline a little bit more, but he did the same exact catch. Odell's was way more emphatic. He was way higher. But was it like this pass right here with Trey Burks and the defender on him? The defender lands on him, knee to stomach and all that. My boy held on to the football and got his first touchdown of the year as he just comes and plays. I think in the second game, after being injured all year, this is the same Trey Burks that was selected by the Titans to replace A.J. Brown when they sent him to Philly. And he never panned out. He was always hurt. And I think he could find a place in Washington with Jaden Daniels. It's over for them this year. But I think he could find a place in Washington with Jaden Daniels. I got to see, though. I don't know what McLaurin going to do this year. But here go the Giants. Let's get into some play-by-play. And salute to everybody, man. Salute. Hand off for a 1-yard run goes nowhere. Giants don't. Man, listen, bruh. Listen. Salute, Sir Charles. What's going on? Talk of shh. Salute, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe. Everybody watching from the background. I appreciate y'all too. If I said something that you don't agree with, just put it in the chat. We'll discuss it. We do harsh critiquing here on BALDSC for the fan, by the fan. No hair on our tongue. Me and my co-hosts, Bass and Have, we tell it like it is. That's coming from the fan. Allegedly, unallegedly, all of it. Like, that's just how we rock. All right. Jaxson Dart in the shotgun. 2-step drop back, a hot back, a 1-step and a hot. Puts a beauty on Thielen, who takes a hit. Theo Johnson, and he takes a hit, and it looks like he drops the ball, but a flag comes out, and what call are they going to call here? Helmet to helmet. Ooh, Hodges comes with a helmet to helmet hit, and he drops the ball, but did they give him the catch? It's first down by penalty as it was an incomplete pass. He's definitely going to have to go into the blue tent and get checked out for a concussion because a helmet-to-helmet straight in the face mask is dangerous. He went straight to the floor and dropped the ball. So let's see if he stays out there. Oh, he's still out there. He didn't go in the blue tent. Doctor ain't call him. Let's see how he responds. Jaxson Dart, empty backfield. Five spread, 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Hot read on the right. Hot read on the left. Blitz coming from the right. Completes the pass up the middle as Hodgkins gets in the end zone. Or was that Slayton? Yeah, it was Slayton. Good touchdown pass from Jaxson Dart. And Slayton goes right up the middle. Darius Slayton goes right up the middle on a quick post slant route and goes right up the middle. Oh, they might be down on the 1. Carried 3 defenders on him, including Christian Gonzalez. Recorded a touchdown on the field. Let's see how they feel after the replay. And the Giants get on the board. Woo-hoo! 30-yard touchdown for Slayton after the penalty. And it will stand. Jaxson Dart and the Giants get on the board. 17-6 game. Let's get them up. Let's get the score up now, man. Like, and lacking. And let me get the guys in here. All right, so now this could be a game. We got on the board. They jumped out so much, so early. Like, it's crazy. Like, every possession they scoring. Like, that kickoff returners really killed them, but it's real like that, man. It's real like that. We'll go Giants 7, Patriots 17. Let's go. Image fouls. Just want to show y'all CJ Stroud. This is the AFC South schedule, and this is why I'm saying the Colts will not be there. They have Jacksonville, who's in the first place right now, and even if they win that, they follow that up with Seattle, and then San Francisco. That's their next 3 games, and they have 4. Jaguars have the Colts, which I think they could win that game. Then they have the Jets, and then they have Denver. So, you know what I mean? But they have first place right now with a tied record. So that's going to get real close. And they saying Texans won't make it. They got Kansas City, Arizona, and Las Vegas. So they got 2 wins right there. That'll put them right in the mix. And it'll be, if they all had the same record, it'll come down to the last week. And who they play the last week, that is going to be a crazy division. I'm glad it turned out that palatable, because in the beginning of the season, it was looking unfair. Here's their conference. This is the conference right there, the 1-11 Titans. Everybody's using them as food. Let's go. Cam Ward, the #1 draft pick, they got a lot to worry about. Let's talk about this guy and how he looks in December. All right? Joe Burrow, the Cup of Joe show. December and January, including the playoffs. This man is 18-4. Could they come back and take the North? Now that Joe Burrow is healthy? That team looked totally different with Burrow back in the fold, and I don't know if they could keep that up. I don't know if they can keep that up. Word. But we'll see. We'll see. Cup of Joe show. It's my guy right there. You know, I had him ranked better than a lot of people. Cookie Monster. I say what y'all want. But Cookie Monster and Josh Allen, boy, he's the thing. And then they said he don't think that he can maintain, that the Bills can maintain during the playoffs with just Cookie Monster. And he may be onto something with that. But Josh Allen always finds a way, and they want you to believe that he don't have no wide receivers and all of that. But when I looked at his wide receivers and the usage rate and their win rate, there's worse wide receiver cores in the league. Cleveland Browns. There's way worse in the league. You know what I mean? So just want that to be understood. Cookie Monster is a monster. He's the #2 rusher, and he may be gaining on Johnny T. He was only like 100 yards behind him. We'll get the stats up, and we'll talk about it later. No problem. Right? $11:31. Second quarter has just begun, and it's 3rd and 1. Drake Maye VP in the shotgun, calling the plays, looking at the defense, breaking it down, pointing at his helmet. Looks like a timeout was called by the Patriots, so they don't mess up the 3rd and 1. Team won 4 games last year. I told y'all. Drake Maye is playing really good football, but he's still playing catch-up from last year. And with Caleb Williams coming along, I'm curious to see who's going to be there in the playoffs. If they got all the 2024 quarterbacks in the league, that means a lot of veterans are out to replace for these second-year players, right? So I really want to see who's going to be there. And that includes C.J. Stroud 3 years in. Like, you know what I mean? Trevor Lawrence 6-7 years in. You know what I mean? They had Trevor Lawrence and Danny Downs on the same trajectory. Same amount of wins and all that as last year. I want to know what's different this year. I think they're still on the same trajectory and in the same division now. You know what I mean? So it's a big deal. They punt it back to the Giants, and the Giants could get back in this game, and they could score on this possession. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. They didn't get the 3rd and 1, though. Like, that's crazy. Just a 25-yard punt. All right, let's go, Jaxson Dart. Let me see what you're made of, buddy. Let's see what you're made of, buddy. All right. Where are you? Where are you? Let's see ya, buddy. There we go. Trying to get the fellas in here. What else we got? We gonna, it's the dart side right here. Okay, Sir Charles, what are you talking about here? What was you talking about when he said they're doing that on purpose? And yeah, the touchdown. All right, I seen all of that. I missed that on purpose thing. All right, I'll be right back. Let's do that. And what do I have here for this? Visual effects. This is what I wanted to put up. Horrible punt. Let's pull this down. So look at Bo Nix, 20-9. First one to 20 wins. Caleb Williams has 14. 14 and 15. Started last year bad. Jaden Daniels hasn't been in all season. Had a good lead, but he started losing early. And now Drake Maye only up to win 13. Michael Penix, 4. J.J. McCarthy, 2. Like, this is truly his rookie year. And the confidence he plays with is in question. J.J. McCarthy, all that 9 arrogance or that 9 confidence, call it what you want. It ain't doing much. The yo-yo thing comes back to my head. That was so funny to me earlier. Singletary gets the rock, runs up the middle. Let's see what happened. A gain of 4. It's a 3rd down already. What y'all gonna call, Jackson? Let's go, Dart side. Let's go, Dart side. They want us to believe this was the best rookie taken out the draft, man. They want you to believe that. He definitely comes with a little gravity, you know what I mean? Not more than the gravitas, so calm down. But he comes with a little gravity, a little fame. And playing in New York, you know, New York fans is going to take you right to the top when you're good. Like, we're going to put you out there. We're going to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge for you, all of that. Like, you know what I mean? Go to the Singletary with another run, gets the 1st down. Let's go. Let's go, Singletary. Counter run up the middle. Good blocking by the Giants. 8 rushes for 40 yards. Devin Singletary. It's just the first half, so don't panic if you have what's the name? I know I'm not, but Singletary gets stopped with another run up the middle. No gain. 10-2 versus 2-10. Giants gonna be right back at the top of the drive. Yeah, the Snicker crew. The Snicker crew. John Mara. This is what you get. You was down with the Snicker crew. You was believing that bullshit. You was believing that BS, right? That's your guy set out there. Did the right thing, though. Did the right thing. Finally. But you still were down with the your organization was down with the Snicker moment. Flag flow. I don't know what that is. They look like a play action that got blown up, and he turned around and threw it to Singletary. Tossed it over there. An eligible man downfield. Jaxson Dart tried to do a design run, and it wasn't going to work, bro. Like, they coming for you, man. That's Rabel, bro. Like, Rabel ain't playing that. He got way better personnel here than he had the Titans. But he had the Titans, a very formidable team, man. Like, their only problem was no quarterback. One step back. Robinson gets exploded by Christian Gonzalez. Like, get that shit out of here. He caught it, but it's only a 2-yard gain. Christian Gonzalez ain't having that. All right, you going to catch it, I'm going to explode you. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, takes a shot at the end zone. Could not make the play. Oh, man. I need Basie to come in so he can hold it down for y'all. Oh, he doesn't kick the ball. What was that? What was that? It looked like he kicked the grass and didn't kick the ball. Oh, he kicked the floor. He didn't kick the ball. Now, what kind of shit is that? Jaxson Dart did not like that as they go for the field goal, and it's no good, gets sacked, and oh my God, that is abysmal. Now, who does that go on? Does that go on the kicker? Does that go on the special teams coach? Or does that go on the coach? Oh my God. Giving up those opportunities. Bruh. It's crazy. Goodness gracious. Oh man, I don't want to. Wow, Jaxson Dart. He's gonna go to the dark side, man. Gonna go to the dark side. He's gonna start trying to do it all himself again. I'm trying to keep doing it himself again. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. That's crazy. Your man. Look at your man. Josh Allen surpasses Cam, but look at the overall. Who will end up having a better career? I know people want to say Josh Allen automatically, but look at those numbers. Look at those numbers. I'll put it up on the screen in a minute. But yeah. In the 4 year, in the time frame, in the same time frame, these are the numbers. He already has more passing touchdown. Is Josh Allen already a Hall of Famer? That's the question. Because if Josh Allen is a Hall of Famer, then is Cam Newton a Hall of Famer? Word. Come on, Travion, second round pick in 2025 draft. Ohio State was the school. Let's go, Travion. 3 rushes for 24 yards, had an 8.0 average. Oh, Travion Henderson doesn't get anywhere. The Giants stop him, Newman. Number 1. .440 on the clock. Halftime is approaching. Kashawn Boutte. I'm going to have to take an intermission. I don't want to end the broadcast, but I might have to. I don't want to, though. I need one of these guys to come in here. Oh, base is at bowling. That's right. Oh, man. Drake Maye he's a good quarterback. He has great fundamentals, man. I didn't see this last year with his coach last year in the shotgun. He stays in the shotgun. He doesn't run the ball at all. He got an all-out blitz coming, and he goes for it. over the top. He hits his man. It's caught. Did he catch? Kyron Williams, the rookie. Touchdown over the shoulder. Goes for it. Drake Maye throws the perfect bomb, 33-yard strike, and into the end zone. I don't see his feet. Yeah, he got it. Wait, hold on. Did the knee go out? Yeah, right there. No. He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. The knee is out of bounds. He catches it over the shoulder. The 1 foot goes down. But he's getting tripped. And as the second foot goes, they kept it. They didn't challenge it. They kept it. It was a touchdown. They kept it. It's a touchdown, Drake Maye. Yo, the rookie over the top. He hasn't done anything all year, really. Like, I think that's his second touchdown on the season. That is crazy. Drake Maye. What I was saying, right before he threw that, he has great fundamentals. He recognized the all-out blitz. They picked it up, and he went for it. Like, oh, word? You going to get after me? Y'all coming to get me? That means I got one-on-one coverage. Okay. And sure enough, boy. Sure enough. That was awesome, bro. That was awesome. I just go to show you. He got that. You know what I mean? And Jaxson Dart can only pray to be as good as my boy Drake Maye VP. Drake Maye VP. Oh, that's crazy, bro. Drake Maye VP. My guy right there. Yo, and you know, that's coming from a Jet fan. I'm supposed to hate the Patriots, right? But I watch these guys come into the league, and I kind of like these guys. I hate that they run the Patriots, but I got to keep it funky, man. Good football and great football is where it's at. And right now, the Patriots is playing it. They done rebuilt before the Jets and Giants. Like, that's so crazy. Like, they did it in a 4-year window, and that's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, I've been telling y'all all year that I'm messing with Drake Maye and Travion Henderson in my fantasy league, so I've been paying attention to them a lot more. 76 career rushing touchdown, most by a QB in the NFL history, Josh Allen. Y'all stay tuned. But Drake Maye, where I ain't got no pictures of Drake Maye. It's got to be here somewhere. I got it here somewhere. Got to put Drake Maye up there. I'm going to have to go search the net. But I've been talking about him a lot. They had a bye. They're coming off the bye. Patriots. Helmet to helmet. Oh! It doesn't matter if he's fumbling. Helmet to helmet, took it right on the head. And it looked like he fumbled, but they're going to give him the penalty, and they're going to give him the ball right back. In case I think I'll be making things up, is this arrogance? Or is this confidence? When that guy 9, that's not the real 9. That's the real 9. That's the real 9. You can't say that guy 9 because you got a couple of real 9s out here. Got Joe Burrow covered Joe Show, and you got Matt Stafford, bro, who just who took an L the other day, surprisingly, but yeah, you got them. Let's get to the wow. Oh, they kept the ball. They gave the ball to the Patriots after that fumble. Complete. Drake Maye VP is on fire, bro. He could keep completing pass after pass after pass. Like, yeah, I kind of do think this game is over at halftime, though. You know, they just have to score, man. They ran down the field. They would have took if they would have kicked that field goal. It would have been a what 17-10 game. They would have been down a touchdown. Now they're back down to the 17 points. They got to stop them. They haven't been able to stop Drake Maye. Like, all right, we had the 2-minute warning. Let's see if I got we'll be back. Crazy, bro. What else? Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect. That's gonna be perfect. That's gonna be perfect. So what's up, Sir Charles? How you feel about this game right here? Drake Maye VP can't be stopped by them weak ass Giants. I don't think so. They look like they the truth. Rabel is gonna outcoach whoever's that there. David would have needed to be there, but even if David was there, I still don't think he would have beat. I still don't think they would have beat out. Oh boy. A minute before the half. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Drake Maye in the red zone. Here he goes. 3-step drop, pass quickly. 2-yard gain. 24-7. Oh my God. They not even playing with the Giants. They just showing them how bad they really are. Joe Shine, I hope you taking notes, bro. You thought your team was good. They not that good, bro. They supposed to have a lockdown defense. They've been getting destroyed for the last 2 seasons. They went and got Carter this year just because they was getting destroyed, and they still getting destroyed up the middle, on the side, and then the secondaries. You know what I mean? Like, your cornerback suck, your safety sucks. It looks like y'all need Shiloh Sanders back there. Safety suck. Your DBs is sucking. 3-step drop. Drake Maye. Henry drops the pass. 4th down, they're going to kick a field goal. Just tallying points. It's about to be 27-7. They got a 3-touchdown lead. I won't say it's over, but it's basically over. Like, crazy. Kicks the field goal through, and it's a 27-7 game. Y'all gonna have to bear. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna take a. I have to go and handle something, but I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Let me put the score up. Let me put the episode up right there, and then let's see. Oh, let me put my Banging Aces joint up. Special teams. Fumble at. So they let a punt return go all the way back to the end zone, and then they fumbled on a punt or a kick. Crazy, bro. Fumbled on the kick return. I thought it was helmet to helmet. The flag should have came out, and they definitely shouldn't have took the ball from them. Like, that's crazy. 1:48 on the clock. Can they get 3 points before the half? Ran his own man over. Singletary, I don't know why you're back there. Man, listen. Wow. Trying to pick it. They picking on Theo Johnson over here. Dart completes it this time. Gotta prove you're a quarterback. You gotta throw the ball. And they don't want to see they running back running all over the field, bro. Like, nobody wants to see that. Like even Lamar had to chill the hell out with that. Now, that's good for you to start with that, but You gotta have an arm. You gotta be able to throw the ball. And if not, then you're gonna run into Drake Mays that like to throw the ball and jump out in front of you, and they're gonna have you putting out all this energy running the ball. And when it's time to win the game at the end, what's gonna happen? And that's been there. Ooh, a jump throw. Jump throw by Dart. Completes it for first down. Oh no, fourth and 1. Jump pass by Dart. It was almost in the floor, but he got it to him. See, that's what I mean. It's a jump play, but he's getting tackled, so he jumps and throws the ball, gets all off balance, then gets slammed into the ground. But he completes the pass though, so I guess we should feel lucky. But he just put himself in harm's way. Cause the defender, now you're a good game now. Now I can slam you because you're still throwing the ball. And that's the problem, man. I'm really scared of him. He plays reckless, abandoned football. And he not super diesel, man. You gotta get in the gym. You gotta motherfucking put some weight on you. But you're gonna have to get smart sooner or later. You got 300 pounders smacking you around, bro. Behind center, trying to get them to jump. And they don't jump. The leg game, they're gonna punt it. Oh my God. Don't tell me they're gonna score again before the half. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. It's gonna be an early night, y'all. But I'll be right back. We are back. Welcome back to BALDSC. Live with your host, Bang. We are at halftime of this game. I thank y'all for being patient with me. It is a 37 ball game. Patriots blowout. This is not even a game to watch no more. I can't believe the Patriots came up. Jaxson Dart is an 8 of 11 and a half. Okay? 67 yards, 1 touchdown, 123 QBR, but he's getting blown out. Could you imagine the gravitas coming out and having 67 yards in the first half? What the gravity of conversation and narratives just off the game yesterday. You had people in commercial media, some protecting Shador, some saying he did well, he didn't lose the game. They got training wheels on him. That's all true. That's all true. But those are coming from Jaxson. That's coming from Shador fans and supporters. The non-supporters are very much the other way. They're very much the other way. They said that yesterday's game justified that he wasn't ready to be an NFL quarterback, as to insinuate that yesterday's game and the loss was due to Shador Sanders and the gravitas himself, and not on the fumbles, the multiple fumbles that happened, not on Shador. Labadon on a punt return, Fanning with a play call, you get in the red zone and you want to give it to your tight end, not your running back, not your quarterback, your rookie tight end. You got him practicing, taking snaps in practice, but in real game time, it's that much faster, that much stronger, and you got to worry about the real defenders coming to get you, right? So it's a lot to think about, and you should have had a quarterback did that, and an experienced coach of the year should have knew not to put his rookies in that position. But they keep on doing that to take the ball out of Shador's hands. So they want you to believe that his 149 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, no, it was actually a better game than Aaron Rodgers himself, even though he's playing a different team. For yesterday's performance, how about a better game than the Max Brosmer? How about a better game and NFL quarterback than the J.J. McCarthy's that y'all want to shove down our throats, pause. And how about Tyler Shaw, Jalen Monroe, that all went before him? They can't even see the field. Like, dude, stop. You trying too hard to cover for your buddies. You're trying too hard to cover for your NFL buddies as you stroke them, pause, and try to slander the gravitas himself. Oh, do you see why all 32 teams skipped on him for 5 rounds? No, I don't see why they skipped on him for 5 rounds. What I see now is that they be capping. They was capping. That's what I see. What I see now is, how are you rating Dylan Gabriel better than the gravitas? They're on the same level to me. And none of this is Dylan Gabriel's fault. This is all on the Cleveland Browns coaching, GM, and owner. Lack of vision, lack of coaching, lack of organization. Y'all think I'm capping? Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something. I think I'm capping. Show y'all something. Browns under Kevin Stefanski have 4 of 6 losing seasons since 2020. Team is 6-23 in the last 2 years. But he's the coach of the year. But this is all on Shador now in his second game. Y'all need to stop that stuff, man. Y'all need to stop that stuff. Give me a second. I really need to stop that stuff, man. What was last year? I guess last year was Shador's fault too. I guess it was all on Deshaun Watson, huh? What we realizing right now, Deshaun Watson got set up. He was being coached very poorly and not to his style. And that's what we're realizing. But nobody ain't gonna talk about that because they want to stroke this guy right here. Crazy asses. They want to stroke this guy. Pause. Yeah. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen on my watch. Not here on Banging Aces Live and Direct, right? Y'all can love him. Y'all can stroke him. Y'all can get Dylan Gable back now. Because just in the 2 games, all your lies have been debunked. And there's somebody. There's a Joe Shine or somebody out there right now that knows they were lies. That know they were, they know it was hate now. Just watching him, the fluency in him, in the bad coaching, the long balls. He's thrown the longest balls. He's thrown the longest balls all season for this organization. That's including with Joe Flacco. And that's crazy. That's crazy. This team looked abysmal with Joe Flacco and Dylan Gable. And they still looking abysmal with the gravitas. But at least they have some opportunities. I think he has 6 throws down the field. Completions for 30-plus yards or more. Has the one bomb for 50-plus. You know what I mean? He tried to get another one yesterday. Tried to get a couple of them yesterday and overthrew and dropped. Isaiah Bond dropped. Good defense though, and so you can't complain about it. Yeah. So that's where we at with the gravitas, man. And Stefanski right here. Shitty record, Kevin. Shitty record. 6-23. Was that worth coach of the year? Oh no, that was when he was 11-5, right? This the same office that Jameis Winston and came in and unlocked Cedric Tillman, huh? Same one. The dink and dunk. Jameis was like, nah, that's not how I do it. I look downfield. I go for mine. And man, he got all the good rave behind that too. Like that's my problem. Like with him, like you got all the good behind Jameis. Oh, what this guy's done with Jameis is amazing. It's amazing. They are back from the half. Giants have the ball. Dart under center. Single back. Hands it off. Up the middle, runs right into the back of his player. Did he get the first down? It looks like he did. Giants get the first down. They're losing 30-7. 30-7. 30-7. They don't have a good enough defense to get out of this hole. I'll tell you that much. Right now, their chemistry is down. All of that. Like, Theo Johnson with a grab finally. Yeah. Let's get rid of this guy. Shitfansky. He is a shitty ass coach. I don't know what the hell y'all be looking for. Players are jumping off sides when he tells players not to jump off sides, and then he goes on. What I like about him, he's consistent. He doesn't throw any of his guys under the bus, but that means he doesn't hold anyone accountable. What he plays is the spite game. I hate coaches that play the spite game. I hate them. Just keep it gully with me. You know what I mean? Tell me, damn, you play like shit today. Big time hit on Wan'Dale Robinson. He only catches a 2-yard catch and then gets smashed down. Second and 8. Jaxson Dart. Calls the audible. Behind center, single back, hands it off again. Singletary gets some yardage. Yeah. It's the first start for Jaxson Dart without Brian Dable because he's been hurt. And I see it. Unfortunately. And the shotgun screenplay gets blown up. And Tracy is out of bounds. No gain. Oh, my God, bro. 4th and 6. The ball is going to go back to the Patriots. They can't even get across the 50. Oh, they are going for it this time. They're going for it on 4th down, 4th and 6. 4th down conversion through week 12, 50%. 0-1 tonight. And the shotgun. 3 wide receiver lineup on the right-hand side. 3-step drop, in trouble, throws it, overthrows his player, because everybody knows he's looking for Theo Johnson. He's a tight end leaner. Jaxson Dart is a tight end leaner. Go to your first read, second read, third read. He's a tight end reader because the first read is not there. Christian Gonzalez is not having that. Press coverage. Once he sees the press coverage, he gets a little nervous. Yeah. Oh, man. Carolina pulls out a big-time victory. They've got a few this year. And Bryce Young, man. Bryce Young took a lot of flack his first year. C.J. Stroud went through the roof, and he just went down. Drafted number 1 overall. Then in 2024, he got himself benched and had the veteran, the Red Rocket back there, Dalton, showing him how to run the plays and throw to Thielen and all of that. And Thielen leaves this year and goes to the Vikings. And then 2025 comes in. No Thielen. He has T-Mac and a slew of other receivers, Xavier Leggett, Jimmy Horn, all these guys that don't play, but he makes it happen with Tet. And he's won some key games, man. But most of all, what's been surprising is their defense and their running game. As Chuba Hubbard had a big day yesterday to help them get that win, and I don't know where Rico Dotto has gone. I don't know where Rico Dotto has gone. He's killed me the last couple of weeks in fantasy, man. Killed me. So, Sir Charles, do you think Burrow gets in? Do you think he takes the North from Lamar, who played the Steelers this week? Do you think he can win the 2 more games and take the North in 4 weeks? By Steelers losing and Lamar losing, they still left it open for the Cleveland Browns to get back in this. They need good quarterback play and offensive play, and they can win games because they have the defense. They have the better defense. They have a better run game, to me, than the Bengals. They have a better run game than the Bengals. I wasn't sure about that maybe a day ago, but I'm very sure about it now. Or 2 days ago, I wasn't sure about it, but I'm very sure about it now. Though I know the guys probably wouldn't agree. I believe Quinshawn Junkins has more yardage than Chase Brown. People forget Chase Brown disappeared in the beginning of the season. He wasn't doing nothing. So what he did in the last 4 weeks, he's just catching up. Quinshawn Junkins came in, I think, week 2 or week 3, and he's the rookie leading running back, and he close to 800 yards. Has like 30 or 40 more than Chase Brown. Now, Chase Brown may catch out the backfield a little better and have a better offense all around, right? Because he had the 2 devious receivers. That's Drake Maye, scrambles for the first down. Gain them 9, first down for Drakey Maye VP. I said he don't scramble, but he made a fool of me. He made a fool of me. Drakey Maye is having an MVP night. He's having an MVP season. 16 for 20, 207 and 2 TDs tonight. He's making it hard to fight against, y'all. He's making it hard to fight against. Oh, stats. Let's go stats. Completes the pass on the sideline to Douglas. All right, so what we was talking about? We was talking about Quinshawn Junkins, 758, and I believe he has 7 total touchdowns. Like, let's see. Yeah, he has 7 touchdowns to Chase Brown's 160 touches. What does my boy got? Got 196. He has 30 more touches in his full. He got more yards, more touchdowns. what does Chase Brown have? 5 TDs. He has 2 rushing TDs, okay? To my boy 7. And now let's go up to the Ravens. Ravens have 10 TDs. Derrick Henry has 10 TDs. So he has more. He has 3 more touchdowns. Let's see how much more yards he got. Derrick Henry, 931 to Crenshaw 758. All right, so Henry has the better run. Ravens have a better running game. Similar amount of touches. Ravens have a better running game and a better passing game, so they may have the better all-around offense, but they don't have a good defense. Browns have a bit better defense. They score points with their defense, so I gotta put that out there. And then you're talking about the Steelers, which we know the Steelers. Well, Jalen Warren, right? Let's see where he at. 639. Quinshon Judkins is running better than him. Has 40 more touches than him. Let's see how many touchdowns he got. Jalen Warren, 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. So Quinshon Judkins is better than all of them, except for Derrick Henry. And if they could just put out a better offense, they could come back and make this a race in the North, right? And they got some division games upcoming. So, yeah, man, I'm excited, man, for that division. But the NFC North seems to be better and more challenging. Green Bay, Bears, and the Lions are out of the playoffs right now in the hunt. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know how it's gonna go. All right, let me just lower this. Stephon Diggs, 700 yards this year, only 3 TDs, but he is on his way to 1,000. 4-time Pro Bowler. That was Josh's guy for a long time. Now he's Drake Maye's guy. But Drake Maye don't just count on him, and he spreads the ball around. He don't just throw to Diggs. Diggs used to say, just throw me the ball to Josh Allen all the time. And nah. Drake Maye like, nah, man. I got these guys over here that I'm going to go to right here. But Diggs coming off of ACL, so I think it's good for him. $30-7. Oh, another helmet to helmet. That's crazy. Defender hits Travion Henry helmet to helmet. Look like he hurt himself. Here come another field goal from Baragales. It's my kicker. Like the best player I got on my damn roster right now, man. Booty got 13. Raleigh has 15. I need Jaxson Dart to get another touchdown, man. He get another touchdown. Right now he's playing under Lamar. He's playing under Shador for the week. He's playing under these guys, bro. But he still has another quarter to go. and only has 5 points to get. So if he gets in the end zone again, he was the better play for me this week. And that's all I can ask for him. I actually needed him to have one of the crazy games today, because I'm going up against Dak Prescott, who put up a marvelous game on Thanksgiving. Everybody's on the bandwagon. Oh, they gonna like they don't do this every year. Dallas don't do this every year. They go on a run in November. They might even get a win in December, and then they fall out the back side, or they make the playoffs and then they lose the first game and all of that, because they're not real contenders. Like, you gotta have an all-around team, man. And their defense is playing better. At least the last 2 weeks, they are playing better, but nah. You know what I mean? Nah. When you say Dallas or Seattle or Dallas and Green Bay, which I think it might come back down to the Michael Parsons trade between them two, right? They make the playoffs and shit. So I think it might come back down to that. I think that comes back around for Jerry, and he realizes it comes back and bites him in the ass, and they get bumped out, right? Or something like that. That's just the way the football guys work. And Henderson, man. Come on, Henderson. Need you get in the end zone, buddy. I'm about to be kicked out the playoffs this week if I can't get a dub in one of my leagues. And I might get bumped out the playoffs by Basie too. Like, if I can't get Dart to play better. And I lost in my other league too. Oh my God, bro. It's a wrap. I'm about to lose in all my leagues, man. About to lose in all my leagues, bruh. To lose in all my leagues, man. That sucks. Sucks so bad, bro. Sucks so bad. Dart decides to run, and instead of sliding, he goes head first. Instead of sliding, he dives head first for the first down. It's like, yo, dude, man. You're not learning. First and 10. Screen, bubble, Wandale. Get shut down. Short of a first down, 7-yard gain. Second down coming, 2:48 left in the quarter. One for 3 under pressure tonight. Tracy gets a nice little run. Did he get the first down? Yep, he got the first down. 2-minute warning approaching. Jaxson Dart, 13 for 17, 99 yards, a touchdown, and 16 rushing yards. Is that a great game by the third quarter? That seems similar to J.J. McCarthy. I'm sorry, bruh. Getting blown out 30-7. And you're still playing the same way behind center, single back. Tracy gets it, tries to run for another first down and gets stopped. 9-yard gain. Second down coming. 1:37 on the clock. This is crazy. This is crazy. Facts. This is crazy. Getting smoked. They would have been better with Jameis Winston in there today. They would have been better with Jameis. Jameis would have been airing it out. Try to tell me this. You're gonna try to tell me that this smart brother is better than my guy. Like, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. This is what y'all took over the gravitas. This. Like, oh, but he don't have Neighbors and he doesn't have Scatterboo. He got 2 suitable running backs there. He has Wan'Dale Robinson and Slayton. These are veterans, bro. I've been on this team with Danny Dimes and was all on the day. They know the playbook inside and outside. Torn ACL for Malik Neighbors. Ankle out, dislocated ankle out for the season for Cam Scatterboo, and concussion protocol, missed the last 2 games. And it's just out of rhythm. He just out of rhythm. Done lost his coach, everything. He just out of rhythm. And I think he'll be better, but ooh baby. With a coach with no vision, no nothing. Oh man, this is what y'all picked over the gravitas, man. Y'all realize my boy had 10 million people watching the weak ass Cleveland game yesterday. That's gravitas, baby. That's gravitas. That's why he's gonna stay in the lineup right there. That's what people don't understand. They don't understand multi-generational, multi-racial, multi-legendary mindset. They don't understand that. Legendary mindset versus generational. The gravitas got it all. You know what I mean? Now he just has to be able to have a good coach that trusts him. And put it all into him and take the training wheels off and keep going, boy. New England Patriots sitting at 93, hold a 3-game lead in the AFC East, on the inside track for the number 1 seed, and have the look of a franchise that finally remembers its own DNA. A year removed from the firing of Drake Maye, they nailed the Mike Vrabel hire. They surrounded Drake Maye with weapons. They built the defense again. And Maye went from promising rookie to the problem for the league. Look how he's handling the first quarterback taken out of this year's draft. Bow City. Sit down. I don't care. The Dart be with who? We the Death Star Patriots. New York Giants, meanwhile, enter Week 13 as the only team already eliminated from the playoff contention. Head coach fired. Defensive coordinator fired. Season fired and salted away. But here's where the twist hits. New England's turnaround is the exact blueprint for the Giants, are accidentally mirroring. The hardest part of the franchise reset is finding the quarterback, and I guess the Giants chose their quarterback along with the Snicker crew. And despite the injuries, the chaos, and the metaphysical suffering of the Giants fans for this season, Jaxson Dart seems to be the guy. You can see it. You can feel it. And Malik Neighbors, Cam Scatterbull, when healthy, form a trio as explosive as any young core in this league. Giants aren't a disaster. They're a franchise stuck between collapse and resurrection, and tonight might be the firecrack of light, but it's not. Because Drake Maye and the Death Star said, pew, 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 Pop Out City. But for now, they must settle for trying to ruin the Patriots' dream of a number one seed. It ain't going to happen. Can they finally finish a game? No. After the Giants score a touchdown with Singletary and they get on the board and pull a little closer, but it's the start of the fourth quarter. A 30-14 game. It's a 16-point lead. And, oh, man, can they finish? No, they can't. Now they will have to go out and stop Drake Maye VP. And Mayday. Giants are going down. Oh, they're going for 2. These fools going for 2. They being point greedy right now. They're going to stop them. They're going to try to. Oh, ran back. Dart doesn't know what to do. Dart running all around, buying time, throws it back across. Completes it to Darius to Slayton and gets the 2-point conversion. I don't know what the heck that was, but he brought time running back and forth and they couldn't get to him. And he scores. Good for him. All right, Drake Maye, I see you. This team record is a lie, a conspiracy, a statistical catfish. During the 6-game losing streak, they've blown a 26-8 fourth quarter lead versus Denver. That was the most embarrassing loss they could have had. They got Bo Nix looking crazy, but a fourth quarter lead with 5 minutes on the clock, 26-8. And they allowed Denver to come all the way back and beat them in that game. I do not blame Jaxson Dart for that. I blame Coach Dable for that, for not trying to pace Jaxson Dart, right? After they had a big-ass lead for that. That's one of the reasons why he got fired. Then a 2010 fourth quarter lead versus Chicago. Caleb Williams comes back and beat him. So that's 2 quarterbacks, Bo Nix and Caleb Williams, come back and beat him after he started the game with an influx, right? Then a 2019 lead versus Green Bay with 7 minutes left. Green Bay ended up smoking them. Then a 27-24 lead versus Detroit with the ball at the 6-yard line. Jameis Winston, the quarterback, goes into this game. They should have won this game. I blame that on bad coaching as well, Kapka, your defense, and I blame it on the defense. Those opponents all have 7 or more wins, every one of those opponents. So they were good teams, but they were getting beat by the Rook and by Jameis. They weren't fake games. They were late game choke masterpieces. And that's why Dable got fired. And 3 of those collapses happened without Dart. So you can't blame Dart. It's more on the defense. He got concussed late versus the Chicago game, missed the Packers game, missed the Lions game. But I think Jaxson Dart was dealing with injuries from the Denver game, right? He's back tonight, and the Patriots are number 2 versus the run, but only 17 versus the pass, meaning this must be a Dart game, right? He had to pass the ball. He started with that running shit. They're number 2 against the run, bruh. Now, this question is legitimate. I mentioned it earlier. Can his body withstand a full NFL season? That's up in the air. For every G-Man fan that want to believe in him, that's up in the air. His toughness is real and reckless. But availability is still the missing piece. in the Giants' 2026 calculus, and we won't know until we get there. Tonight was a test of his durability. He seems to be making it through the game, his composure and his will. He's in a panic, anxietied out right now, playing from behind, and his will, well, he's still throwing touchdowns, so I guess that's a good thing. But like I said, May Day. Drake Maye VP last year only had 4 wins. This year, he has a MVP Super Bowl buzz about him. It's not luck. That's intentional violence. Rabel rebuilt the team's edge, made it unlock the offense, and the defense rediscovered its identity. This isn't a cute story. This is a machine. The Death Star rebooted with fresh armor and no exhaust ports. If the Giants want the blueprint, this is it. Take notes, Giants, as Drake Maye and the Patriots pace the game and start handing the ball off to run. If Dart wants the comparison, Maye is standing on the other sideline waiting to show what finishing the rebuild actually looks like. And oh my goodness. Let's get into the NFL roundup. As this game continues to be a blowout. 4-step drop back for Drake Maye. They just showing his earlier touchdown. It was a beautiful pass. Bo Nix, 9 straight comeback games. Bo Nix becomes the first 2024 QB to hit 20 wins. Nick Benito swats the OT 2-pointer last night to keep the streak alive as Mariota couldn't get it done. Sean Payton calls it belief and confidence. The translation of that is just straight sorcery. We talked about Browns and Shador. The Gravitas second career start, 16 of 25, 149 and a touchdown, a 93.6 rating versus the 49ers. Through 3 games, 405 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs, 1-1 record, and a 10 million people watching a 3-8 team just because of the Gravitas, right? So all them people watched and streamed the game. All the fans was in house. Watching, buying merch, buying concessions, and having a blast in that cold, windy game. He is the franchise, and if the Cleveland can't recognize it, there'll be somebody out there that will definitely come get him. Because if you ask me, the Gravitas is better than every candidate this year coming out, including Archie Manning. So next week, we have the legendary versus the generational QB, which is the Cam Ward Gravitas battle. That's going to be interesting. And Cleveland is expected to win that game. But I could just see Cam Ward stepping up in that game to battle his competitive energies going up. And I could see him trying to battle Shador for the win. Texas. Stroud returns and the Texans look dangerous again. Defense smothers Indy. AFC South turns into a cage match, and it's going to be close. We talked about that earlier. Saints. Charlie Smith, the Irish sniper, drills a 56-yarder in his debut, cold-blooded. He is the soccer player that became kicker for the NFL. First one, new job secured. With a 56, if you kick at 56-yarders, oh my goodness. Commanders, Jaden Daniels could return in week 14. We'll see. They're out in the playoffs. Washington is spiraling, but hope is jogging back into practice. I don't know that I play Jaden Daniels this year. If they're out of the playoffs, I might just let Mariota just eat, in my opinion. The Tomlin honeymoon is over. We talked about this. Fans booing. Fire chants roaring. The Snicker crew Carmerville hits like rent day. Josh Allen, we talked about him. 76 career rushing touchdown passes Cam Newton, the dual threat king, now wears 17. We talked about Judkins, Giants future, the golden window. New York enters 2026 with a star QB on a rookie deal, a top 5 draft pick, a promising offensive trio, a respectable O-line, a suddenly attractive head coach opening that's due to warrant and they better get a stud and not a rookie, not a young dude. They better get a stud, offensive-minded coach for Dart. This is the moment. This is the window. The only question left is the one nobody wants to say out loud. Can Jaxson Dart stay healthy enough to lead this team for a season? He passionately tough, Orion's belt tough, but fragile enough to spark real concern. That is the duality of the Dart side. The duality of the Dart side. The force versus the future. Tonight is more than a game. It's a blueprint test, a rivalry seed, a warning shot. Drake Maye stands for what a franchise becomes when the pieces align just right. Jaxson Dart stands for what a franchise could be if they finally stop tripping over their own shoelaces. The Death Star is fully operational. The Rebels are limping in with rookie Jedi and duct tape, and they got land blasted tonight, and yet this feels like one of those nights. Blowout night. That's what it feels like. May the force be with you. Mayday, Mayday. Roll the dice, light the sabers, and it looked like the Sith and Mayday is winning today. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. So that was all of it in a nutshell. Talked about the Broncos making history. Yep. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And thank you for coming into the Dart side today. This is for the fan, by the fan, BALDSC, Banging Aces live and direct, sport commentary. The fellas didn't come in tonight, and that's okay. That's okay. Me and Sir Charles is used to Mondays. We used to Mondays. That's why I had all that lined up for you. Bryce Young, can he steal the South from the Tampa Bay Bucks? Oh, my goodness. I don't know, man. I don't know. He better not, but I don't know if he could do it, man. Bucks look good. They just have a defensive issue, and I don't think that they're going to make it through the playoffs with that defensive issue, man. They have to play better. Drake Maye, 22 for 28, 271, 2 TDs, no INTs, 141.93 QBR. Jaxson Dart, 13 for 17, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, no interceptions, 114 QBR. 30-15, man. 30-15. That's just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They just trying to run the game out. They done conceded. Jaxson Dart should be throwing this whole quarter. This whole quarter, he should be throwing the ball, bro. Drake Maye VP looking crazy right now, man. Drake Maye VP. True or false, Joe Burrow's already a Hall of Famer. Thanksgiving MVP, 2-time NFL Comeback Player of the Year, 2-time Nickelodeon MVP award winner, 2-time Pro Bowler, 10-time FedEx Air Player of the Week, first overall pick. No, he is not a Hall of Famer. He got work to do. He missed too many games for y'all to be asking that dumbass question. Travion Henderson letting people down today. Stefanski says we all just have to play better. Drake Maye is number 1 in NFL Pro Bowl voting. Does that mean he gets an MVP too? Does that mean that? It's playoff mentality from here on out for Baker Mayfield. Entering December, playoff mentality from here on out. Last time the Bears held the number 1 seed this late in the season was in 2006. Wow. Let's get the running back rankings in here. I still would have said Christian McCaffrey is the number 1 running back, but on this list, it seems like they have Jahmyr Gibbs up there, which I'm not mad at. And Devin A-Chain under Christian McCaffrey. Johnny T is the number 4th running back this week. What else? What else we got going here? Trey McBride leads the league in receptions. That's crazy. 2 more than Njigba. Players over 1,000 yards is Jackson Smith-Njigba, 1,336. George Pickens, 1,142. And Puka Nacua, 1,019. Jamar Chase, 30 yards from 1,000. Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's hurt right now, has 884. I don't know that he will make 1,000. Trey McBride is 100 yards, 20 yards away from his 1,000. Tedero McMillan is 175 away from his. CMC is 200 yards away from 1,000 yards receiving. Wow. Justin Jefferson is 200 yards away, and he has 4 weeks, so he should be able to get there. But if he has another game like yesterday or this week, he may not even get to 1,000 yards this season. But we're going to say there's enough games for him to get there. Anybody with over 750, they should be able to get to 1,000. Tyler Warren, he started the season on fire, but he is not even close to 1,000 yards. He has 58 catches. Trey McBride destroying him, bro. And he was known as the number 1 fantasy tight end this year. Tyler Warren, that is. And last 3-4 weeks, he done fell off. But that's because Danny Pennies or Danny Dimes is playing like Danny Pennies, or Danny Dollars is playing like Danny Dimes, and Dimes went turned back into pennies. And oh man, I think they capped off. I'm trying to tell you, I think they capped off. Yes. Dart. 1 yard gain for Dart. Gets knocked out of bounds. Oh my goodness. That was horrible. 4th down coming. He's supposed to stop and throw the damn ball, but I guess the defender was there. And Christian Gonzalez ain't having that. Like, They got beat up tonight, bro. They got beat up tonight. Drake Maye said, I want to show you how good you really are. Terry and Arnold to have season-ending shoulder surgery for the Detroit Lions. Oh, that's sad. They're losing. Their team just getting hurt all year, and see, they saying all this about Joe Burrow, deservingly so, and they don't know enough about the gravitas or Dylan Gabriel, but so they're not respecting Cleveland at all. But this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about in that North over there. They're already doing the projections and see how the Bengals can grab the lead. They will have to go on a 5-0 run, which I don't think they're gonna do. I don't think they're gonna do that. I do know that he's 18-4 in December and January, including the playoffs. But let's look at their record. Let's look at their schedule. Scores. Let's look at these schedule. Let's look at the Bengals schedule, man. They have to go in out, right? And I know I say that he up there with Josh Allen and them, but Josh Allen's coming off a loss. Coming off a win. They're 8-4. They can't lose. They looking up at the Patriots. They can't lose. They're in must-win situations as well. Bengals go in to play the Bills this week in Week 14. Okay, that's crazy. That ain't crazy enough. They got the Bills this week. That's why I said they're gonna lose, man. They're gonna lose. If not this week, next week to the Ravens. Ravens play the Steelers this week. Bengals play the Ravens. Ravens, they just finished playing the Ravens a week ago, and they destroyed the Ravens. So I'm expecting the Ravens to jump back out. If they beat the Ravens again, oh my goodness. But if they could beat the Bills, then they could beat the Ravens. I just don't think that they will. I think the Bills, in a must-win situation, is going to serve Joe Burrow. And I think the Ravens are going to come in with an ass-whooping game, too, a payback game. They can beat the Dolphins. They can beat the Cardinals. But even that game is not a gimme. And then they end the season against the Browns. They're not making the playoffs. They could beat the Browns, though. They just not making the playoffs. Like, it's nice wishful thinking, but I don't think the Bengals can make the playoffs. Everybody is going to sell that to you because they've seen them do it before. But I don't think that they can make the playoffs. If you doing it based off of this season and the strength of these teams, I don't think it can make the playoffs. Cowboys have the Thursday night game this week against the Lions. That's must win for the Lions. Must win for the Cowboys. I'm sorry. This is going to be good. I know that Cowboys are a hard matchup, but at the end of the day, Lions, they can't lose the North, or they out. They out the North if they lose. Titans and Browns, Colts and Jaguars, divisional matchup, must-win game. Vikings and Commanders. Vikings are done. Commanders are done. Jets and Dolphins. Seahawks, Falcons. Seahawks should be able to beat the Falcons, but, any given Sunday, right? Saints Buccaneers this week. Wow. In Tampa. Buccaneers better win that game. Broncos, Raiders, divisional matchup. Raiders are abysmal. They should be able to win that game. Rams versus Cardinals. Rams coming off a loss. They better win that game, but that's a divisional rival. And if the Cardinals can somehow pull this out for a win, that would be a nice little knock against the Rams, and we'll see what happens. Bears versus the Packers this week. Okay, Caleb. We're going to see what you are in the North right now. Right now. I believe they beat them the first time. They're not beating them this time, bro. They're not beating them this time. Jordan Love is not having it. The Love Machine is going to play better. He played marvelous last week. I think he threw 4 touchdowns. Didn't even have 200 yards passing, but threw 4 touchdowns. That was crazy. And then the Texans versus the Chiefs. Now, I was on here saying Texans are behind. Everybody, they're going to win out. And the Chiefs are 6-6. Texans have a better record than them. CJ Stroud is back. He's going to have to get up, but you know Patty owned these young boys, right? So, except for Bo Nix, right? So, that's a heck of a defense. Chiefs have a top 3 defense against the number 1 defense. Could this team put Patty in trouble? Very much so. But I still got they're going to be in Arrowhead as well. I think that's going to be a rough game for the Texans to win, but they've been immaculate. I don't know. I have to think about it. I'll get back to you on that. Eagles versus Chargers. No Justin Herbert. Broke hand surgery coming. All of that. Chargers are going down. They're going to fall out. They're going to fall out of playoff contention with Justin Herbert being hurt, man. Eagles in a must-win situation, they're going to demolish the Chargers. Then we got Falcons, Buccaneers in a week. Next week, Jets, Jaguars. I think Jaguars could beat them on there. Bills, Patriots. Bills have a chance right there. If they lose this week, that's gonna be a must win. They can't lose this week. They need to win, and they needed the Patriots to lose. In 2 weeks is the Bills, Patriots, the Browns, Bears. That's gonna be interesting. Shador gets to play Caleb Williams for the second time in his life. First time in the NFL, and he lost in college. Let's see how he returns that favor. Ravens, Bengals, Cardinals, Texans. I think Texans can win that. Giants, Commanders. I think Commanders can beat the Giants. Chargers, Chiefs. Chiefs are going to win that. No Justin Herbert. They'll return that favor, that ass-whooping favor. Then it's Eagles, Raiders. Come on. Eagles gonna win out. Titans, 49ers. 49ers wins that. Panthers, Saints. Panthers should win that, but that's not a given. Lions, Rams. In week 15, Packers, Broncos. That's going to be interesting. That's a playoff matchup, and it could be a possible Super Bowl contention. Colts, Seahawks. Ooh, Seahawks going to do them ever so dirty. And then the Cowboys, Vikings. Cowboys should win that. Dolphins, Steelers. Dolphins might win that. Depending on how Steelers defense is playing by then. And then Rams, Seahawks. Packers, Bears again. Eagles, Commanders. Yeah, the end of the season is going to be so must play, must win for these teams in order for playoff contention. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. Going to be crazy. What's going on here? Let's look at it. 30-15 still. 4:32 left on the clock. 3rd and 7. And it looks like it's going to be whose ball? Giants. .432, 3rd and 7. Patriots have it. Looking in the red zone. Giants out of timeouts. Can't stop the clock no more. Henry gets the first down, and that's a big deal. Good catch. Good pass and catch for Drake Maye on the heavy blitz. Clock just going to run out from here on out. Giants don't have no timeouts. And, yeah, this game is over, bro. It was over in the first half. First quarter, when they went up 17-0, bro. Like, now it's a 15-point game. But they made up to 2 points. Like, oh, man. This is crazy. Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster. Starving, bro. Baker. It's playoff mentality from here on out. That's what Baker talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Baker. That's what I'm talking about, Baker. Drake Maye. England's still the top AFC team. They get the first one to 11 wins after Denver got to 10 last night. Oh, my goodness, bro. Just in case I thought I was making this up about the gravitas, it's on the screen, man. Main 30-yard passes for the two passes quarterbacks prior to Shador. Look at his 4 30-yard passes and 1 50-yard bomb, and that, like, way better quarterbacks. So don't believe the haters like the Carton show that just wants to tell you that he's not an NFL quarterback. So if he's not an NFL quarterback, neither are these two guys right here. And Joe Flacco's been in the league for 20 plus years, right? And then he went to the Bengals and had a way better season than his games on the Browns. So just tell me that's all coaching. Zach Taylor ain't have no problem with Flacco. You know what I mean? He ain't have no problem with him. But regardless, hits another field goal. Goodness gracious, bro. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. Everybody slept on the Jaguars. All you heard from basically all years, the Jaguars suck. Jaguars suck. Jaguars suck. But the Jaguars beat KC, along with 5 other teams, right? They beat KC. They've beaten a lot of good squads this year. Now, they're going to drag out games, but they had a way better defense this year. And they're doing this without Travis Hunter. Without their number one. They got new number one, Jacoby Myers, and and all those guys, right? So I'm wondering what they're gonna do with the number one who's just not doing anything this year. Wonder what they're gonna do with him, because Travis Hunter has to come in there and be that either the number one or the number two when he's healthy, right? So I wonder what they're gonna do, because they got a few guys over there now, and I'm curious to how different that team gonna be next year. It's gonna be an early night, and I'm gonna. It's 15:33, 2:14 left. I'll stay on to the end, but I'm not gonna bull crap at the end, man, because I said everything during the show. I appreciate you guys that came in and came back after my be right back intermission. Freaking starving, guys. Gotta get in that kitchen and go make me a burger or something. Gotta go make me a burger. Like the Hamburglar. Jaxson Dart, 2 minutes on the clock, has the ball. Short pass, Singletary, 9-yard gain. Damn shame. Damn shame. Patriots starting to believe. I see them. They starting to believe that they could be a Super Bowl contender. I could see it in their team body language, man. They just didn't jump the gun. They can't jump the gun. It's 11 wins. Remember, I said Minnesota was 14-3 last year with Sam Darnold. They had Danny Dimes on their roster. They let Danny Dimes go, get that money with the Colts, which he did, and he's having a great season. Beat out Richardson for the starting job, having a great season. But Danny Dimes, man, he has an MO. You weren't fooled. He definitely needs good coaching, and he's gotten some good coaching, and he may have learned something by sitting in Minnesota behind Darnold, and when he got his shot. But as the adjustments are made and you put your weaknesses on tape, those get exploited every week. And if your power is Johnny T, so you can run off the play action, then you take Johnny T away from him, then what are you going to do? No play action. Now you have to do a 3-step drop pass or a 4-step drop pass. And he gotta put them on a dime. And I gotta say, he's a tight end leaner. He's putting the tight end on a dime. His problem comes and he got 2 dope receivers. He got Pittman and Pierce and Downs. 3. That's all proven, right? So it don't surprise me that he's over 3,000 yards, because he has those 3 guys plus the tight end Warren. But Danny Dimes, boy, at least from the Giants, you leave him to give a game back, or you need him to win a game, definitely he's not going to win the game. Not him by himself. So, when he has Saquon and he can hide behind the Saquon thing, he got Johnny T again. So it's like the same thing again. He has a way better team now, though, than he had on the Giants ever. You know what I mean? Especially on the offensive side of the ball. Better receivers, better coaching, better tight end. I think that's why he scaled through. But now the videos is out there. So now the good teams and the cold sessions are coming, and you're going to have some deja vu moments. Jaxson Dart gets sacked. Third down coming. Loss of 6 yards. Dude has the energy, but I don't feel it. I don't feel it, y'all. I don't feel it. 17 of 22, 139, a touchdown, 21 rushing yards. No INTs. He throws it up. No flag. Slayton doesn't catch it. Triple covered. Now, put those numbers up against the gravitas. And I asked the Carton show, did Jaxson Dart prove he was a quarterback today? Now you're going to go back on me, right, Mr. Carton? Yeah, I know. Hey, busters, man. Y'all busters. All of y'all. Like, selling that narrative to try and help the NFL and all that and keep that hate going. You say, oh, he has to prove that he's a quarterback in the NFL. It's not about race. Yeah, it's not about race. It's not. It's about the gravitas. It's about the envy. It's about the hate. It's about the narrative that you brought into that was lies. Like, you know what I mean? It's about you not having the proper evaluating skills. You don't have the proper evaluating eye, and you don't have the honesty to carry it through. You know what I mean? But I do watch you. I've been watching you since FS1, and the controversial takes, I guess that's what you do it for the hits and the likes. No truth, though. No truth. And that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm here for the fan, by the fan. No truth. I'm going to give you the truth. You know what I mean? Am I a Shador fan? Yes. But just compare. The true evaluation is the 5 games, right? 6 games, I said. Because this Gabriel played 6 games. Now, he may have came in for Joe Flacco in one of those games, just like Shador came in for Dylan Gabriel in that first game. But show me. Give me 5 games and then put their numbers side by side, man. Show me that he's better. That's what I mean by truth. You know what I mean? Show me that Joe Flacco was better. Don't tell me what he did. Don't tell me he's a Super Bowl MVP or Super Bowl winning quarterback. Don't tell me none of that. 'Cause that shit was 20 years ago. Like, don't tell me none of that. Who is he today? Has he been relevant? He's had a couple of good games on the Colts. But did he survive that year? Or did he sit down to Richardson? Yeah. Richardson, the guy that gets tired and takes himself out of the game. Yeah. He sat down to him. The one that Danny Downs beat out this year. Yeah. He sat down to him. Like, come on, who is he really? Like, he's an older man. He plays football. But Cleveland didn't go get 2 rookie quarterbacks to play an old-ass veteran, and they should have knew that. Their game plan was flawed from day one. And you guys are going the other way, right? Because he deserved to be a 5th-round draft pick. Because Cam Ward deserved to be the number 1 draft pick, right? Based off of the NFL play he's shown. Tyler Shaw deserved to be a 4th-round draft pick. Jalen Monroe deserved to be a 4th-round draft pick. And you wanna clamp the gravitas in with them, like, oh, he's worse than them. That's right. That's what you want everybody to believe. Oh, he's not even better than them. Outplayed Aaron Rodgers yesterday. Outplayed Jaxson Dart today. Keep trying, man. Y'all giving me the info. Y'all giving me the weaponry. That verbal weaponry. Keep trying. Everything y'all say is gonna come back in 360. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah, I can't believe that kicker kicked the ground and not the ball. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. You seen something like that before? Sir Charles? Dude kicked the ground. Got his joint stuck in the ground. Like, he didn't kick the field goal. Like, guess we should blame that on Jaxson Dart, right? I mean, we blaming everything on quarterbacks now. Like, guess we should blame the punt return on Jaxson Dart too, right? That's what we into. That's what we into. The narratives they keep spinning back around. They keep spinning back around. They try to get you back to the narrative. They was waiting for him to have his first. They was waiting for him to have a loss or a big sack game or interception game or all of that, right? So the narratives, man, like they when he won the first Cleveland quarterback to win as a rookie, first game, all that. They don't want to concentrate on that. They don't want to concentrate on the 200 yards he threw for in that game. They don't want to concentrate on that. They don't want to concentrate on the positives that he's already proven. He proved it in week 2. I mean, he proved it in a preseason game, but then we go into the real season, and he comes in against the Ravens mid-game. You can't really do anything about that. No reps, no nothing. What else? The gravitas, man. He comes in, he plays good, he takes his shots down, his defense holds it down. They don't want to give him no credit for the 200 yards he got because he threw a screen pass and a 60-yard bomb, 53, 54-yard bomb, right? That should have went in the end zone. They don't want to give him credit for that. I want to know how many players or quarterbacks threw down for 50 yards this year. It's a few, but not that many. All right, not that many. You know, so they're not trying to give him props for that. Like, you know what I mean? Especially the gravitas haters. Like, the gravitas haters, they ain't not trying to give him no props for that. That is the conclusion of Monday Night Football, though. As y'all see, did it conclude? Yeah, post game is on. All right, yeah, it's concluded. It's 33-15, I believe. Let's look at the score. $33-15. Let's look at the stats. Let's see what his final numbers was. 17 of 24. Shador was 16 of 24. Shador threw for 149 and a touch. 149 and a touch. Jaxson Dart threw for 139 and a touch. Okay. 103.78. Shador's was 93. Took a few more sacks, I believe, in Jaxson Dart. But if Shador is not a NFL quarterback based on the numbers, then neither is Jaxson Dart. Plain and simple. We're not gonna run into these games. It don't matter that it's winter time and we're gonna go to these cities and play in cold weather and all that. It don't matter, right? They still supposed to throw for 300. Drake Maye, 24-31. Now that's some quarterback numbers right there. 24, 31, 6 incomplete passes, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns, 136.17 QBR, 6 rushing attempts for 12 yards. Mondre, 12 for 41. Travion Henderson, 11 for 67. No touchdowns and running the ball today for the Patriots. Kyle Williams with a touchdown, 1 for 33 and a touch. Keyshawn Boutte, 4 receptions for 35 yards and a touch. Yeah, man. Let me see how many sacks. We got today 2 sacks on Jaxson Dart, and I believe Shador had 3 sacks. So yeah, different defenses, but you know, production, man, production. You know what I mean? Shador was up against a good defense, Robert Sala's defense, and Jaxson Dart was against the Patriots defense. 2 good defenses, 2 good coaching staffs. Yeah, you can't ask for no. You can't ask for anything else, man. Like you can't ask for anything else to be better. So 33-15. Let me put that in there. Let's take it off the ticker. Let's put it right on the board. There you go. So Charles, I'm gonna get up out of here. Make sure y'all, thank y'all for coming in BALDSC. This Monday Night Football, Season 4, Episode 48. Giants versus Patriots. May the force be with you. Mayday, Mayday. Word. May the force be with you. Mayday, Mayday. Let's go to downloads. Where's my damn beat? I can't find my beat, man. That's the gravitas right there. There we go. All right. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is. This is BALDSC. I'm your host, the Bengals. Salute to Nutso PPM and Cuban. Yeah. Yeah, salute to Third Pound. Salute to BALDSC, co-host, Having Base. Salute to Sir Charles. Salute to you, the fan, Bengals Tribe. Salute to the Pound. Bang! Y'all already know what time it is, man. I know what time it is. I don't play those games. And I keep it funky. I keep it real here, man. I don't care about the rest of y'all, but I'm your host, Bang. I'm always gonna keep it funky. That's I'm the face and proprietor of BALDSC, and yeah, we got a lot to go, man. We still got 4 weeks of football to go, and I know that we got 4 weeks to go, and I know that a lot of y'all are very emotional fans, but this is for the fan by the fan. I take emotions in here. Come and represent your team. We on BALDSC is on primetime games every week. All primetime games. Though I did miss y'all yesterday. If I can make it, I'll be on here primetime. You know what I mean? I appreciate all the love. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and holla back, man. Thursday night. I think that's that Bills game, right? So holla back, man. See what the Thursday night game is since I'm here. Since I'm already here. Thursday night, Cowboys and Lions. Big time game. Make sure y'all back here for that. And yeah. Titans and Browns got the 1 o'clock. I wonder where they show that on TV down here where I'm at. I haven't caught any really Browns games this year. I have to go back and watch them on the internet. But the NFL need to stop playing, man. How you get 10 million people watching the Gravitas and y'all not putting it on prime time and all that? Like, you know what I mean? Boy, prime equity, baby. Prime equity. Let's talk about it. You want to speak the truth? Let's talk about it, bro. You want to say why? Why would a winning team, Rob Parker? Why would a winning team? Why would all those winning teams? They want to win. They want to win. It's not about control. The Kaepernick thing wasn't about control. None of that stuff, right? They want to win. They want to win. Why would they pass him if he wasn't good enough? Nah. Why would he drop to the 5th round? Nah. Let's talk prime equity. When y'all ready to have that discussion, let's talk NIL prime equity and control. Let's talk that. I'm sorry, Shador. I don't want to put the clamps on you, but yeah. I'm not here to douse on Dylan Gabriel. That was the Browns' fault. The Browns did that. They tried to sell Dylan Gabriel as a 3rd round pick. Now, after you've seen Dylan Gabriel play 6 games, do you think he was a 3rd round pick? Do you think he was up there with Jaxson Dart? Do you think he was up there with Cam Ward? Cam Ward only has 1 win. I believe Dylan Gabriel only has 1 win. Because if you do, where do you see Shador? Everything y'all asked him to do, he did already. He beat all these guys out in college. All of them. He already knows he's better than them. So trying to bring him down to size and all of that, y'all going to have fun with this. Y'all have fun with it this week with the loss. Y'all have fun with it. When you give him a fair opportunity, I want y'all to give him the same opportunity y'all gave Caleb Williams as the number 1 draft pick when he wasn't playing well. And Jaden Daniels came out of nowhere. And Bo Nix came out of nowhere. That's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to treat the draft class the same every year. Cause y'all jumping on the Manning thing, the Drew Allard thing, the Beck thing. Guess what? Shador was better than all of them last year. All of them. There's no maybes about it. But you know, you couldn't be amongst the fan crew. You had to be a Buffalo fan. You had to watch the 2 years of Shador to understand. You had to. You know what I mean? Believe. Do you believe? Believe land. Trust. All of that was taught. All of that was taught. And all that is right up his lane. He's dealt it with all your slander with grace. With grace. And then all y'all want to harp on is his arrogance. Y'all want to overlook his confidence. And y'all want to harp on his arrogance. His ego. Like every football player don't have an ego in this league. Yeah, so that's what I want y'all to do. Give him the same grace y'all gave Caleb Williams in all those bad games and interceptions and those sacks and holding the ball too long and all that. Why y'all want to get? Oh, because he was a first-round pick and Shador is a fifth-round pick. That's the problem right there. That's why the Gravitas fans feel the way they do. Because y'all tried to sell Dylan Gabriel as a third-round pick, and nobody had him there. Nobody. That's so fucking funny, bro. But salute to y'all, though. I appreciate all of y'all, even everybody I was talking about. Keep it coming. Keep the content coming, because your content becomes my content, and my content becomes your content. If you're daring enough to take it there. If you're daring enough to take it there. Salute to Cam and Mason. It is what it is. Steph, all of y'all show is popping. But again, I'm gonna turn up on all of y'all. Like when you say something wrong or something I disagree with, I'm gonna have my take on it. Here. Right here. Now the question is, who's the better team in the AFC? Denver or the Patriots? Because I know all of y'all harping on the Bills, and y'all think Joe Burrow gonna get in there. But it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, Cam. Cup of Joe show. Too many games. And this is the time. And the scheduling, the way the scheduling is done this year, it ain't gonna happen. So, Cleveland, Ohio, sorry. Just like Cleveland, Browns, dog pound, sorry. You know what I mean? Salute, man. Salute. Bang! Salute, Sir Charles. You already know.